You ever wonder why ancient kings built so many cities and temples and massive monuments? Yeah, it was about power and glory and the gods, but it was also about what to do with all the extra sons of the elite. One thing we forget today is how tightly human populations once clung to the edge of survival. Every year, a few more mouths to feed, but farmland, of course, doesn't usually multiply. The family plot can only be divided so many ways, even if you're quite wealthy and have quite a large plot. And so you get a problem. The second son, the third son, the fifth son. And depending on your specific inheritance practices, there might be no land, no inheritance. But of course, these children still need something. Ancient rulers, especially in ancient Mesopotamia, knew this and they used it to their advantage. A new temple would be for piety, but not just for piety. A temple needs workers and administrators and guards and priests and artisans. That's potentially hundreds of jobs for men who'd otherwise be idle or, even worse, disruptive. A new city is the same idea. Found a city and suddenly you've got a place to offload a surplus of scribes and soldiers and stubborn sons of nobles who'd otherwise be starting trouble over at court. Look at ancient Assyria. The kings didn't just conquer for glory. Every conquest created land that could be parceled out to loyal retainers, often younger sons who couldn't inherit back home. War served the dual purpose of expansion and internal stability. If some of the kids died in the fighting, that, meant fewer mouths to feed and fewer headaches all around on the inheritance front. Babylonia, too, was filled with temple towns, places like Nippur and Uruk, where priesthoods absorbed excess elites. Becoming a priest was, of course, a calling even then, but it was also a career path for noble-born boys with no claim to the family estate. Even the massive construction projects like ziggurats and canals and walls can be seen in this light. They weren't just displays of divine kingship, they were labor sinks. It was a way to keep people fed and busy while reshaping the land to be more productive in the future. Now, of course, this wasn't the only consideration driving ancient societies, but it was a factor. Every year, too many sons, not enough land. The ancient world didn't really need, motivation to expand. What it needed was a solution to their population pressures. And this is why they built and they fought and they colonized.